Hi everybody. So for a while I've fancied giving this rucking a bit of a go. So for those who don't know, it's effectively like just walking but with a weighted backpack. I've done a bit of like walking and little jogs with a weighted vest, and yeah, I found it really good. So yeah, I've been seeing a lot on social media and different stuff about rucking, and I thought, oh, actually that sounds yeah, pretty good. So yeah, thought I'd give it a go. And as soon as I'm in Poland at the minute, I thought in the woods, I thought, yeah, it should be a good first video for it. So I've not gone mad. So I've just got, because I obviously didn't intend to do this when I first came here. I had a rucksack with me, so I've literally just filled it with 2 1-litre bottles of water. So not a huge weight, but it's yeah, I think it's a good enough start. So yeah, and then hopefully when I go back I'll do a few more and just increase the weights. I've got like some dumbbells I can put in a rucksack, and probably got some better rucksacks I can use as well. But I do have a weighted vest actually, which I think is about 20 kilos. So what I'll probably do is whack that in the rucksack, and I think that'll be quite a good one just to do. I think the good benefit of it is it just obviously, you know, if you're quite a heavy person, you've got quite a lot of weight on you, you burn more calories walking than kind of like a slimmer person. So yeah, it just helps to kind of intensify your walking, you know, and walking's really good obviously because less impact on your knees, and yeah, you get to obviously look at some beautiful scenery if you've got a nice place. So yeah, I'm hoping it's going to be a good addition to kind of my fitness. I'm not someone who goes mad, but I'm trying to just drop a few kilos recently, and I think I'm about. I did one of them charity boxing matches in February. That was rubbish, absolutely terrible. But I was about 105, 106 in between that kilos. So after that, I thought, you know, actually, I didn't really take the fitness side of it as seriously as I should. I thought, oh, do you know what, initially I was like, do you know what, I'll get fit, I'll do it again next year. Probably not going to do that. But yeah, so far I've lost about 7 kilos. So yeah, I might have put it on to start with this holiday because drinking a lot of beer on an evening and stuff. But yeah, it's all fun. So yeah, so I'm trying. I'm about 9. Before I came on holiday, I was about 97 kilos. So I'm hoping to drop to, I mean, 90 would be great, but obviously my initial target's 95. So I'm close. Probably need to take me a few months when I come back, I think, just to get back on the right track. But hopefully stuff like this will kind of help. I think it's a great low impact way to increase your fitness. And I've always quite liked walking places anyway. When I first moved down south from Yorkshire to London, I didn't have a car initially because I was like, well, I'm in London, all the transport's good. And I found rather than getting the busy tube at times, I just like to walk. So if I left work, I was in London Bridge at the time, if I left work about 5, effectively what I would do is I would, if I got to the tube and it was rammed, you know, when they're just like queuing up the escalators, I'd be like, oh, do you know what, I'll walk to one of the stations. So I used to have to go London Bridge to Green Park, and then I'd switch for the Piccadilly to go down out west to Ealing. So I used to do that. It's really cool, isn't it? See the little railway tracks. Yeah, I'll probably make this a bit more interesting if I talk to you a bit more actually, and maybe just try and think of some topics to kind of go through. So something's just driven past me now, and I thought, oh, actually, this might be a good one. Hopefully, this doesn't switch too many people off. So also, I've got it's a Kia Exceed, you know, like the little hatchback kind of crossover thing. Love the car, really nice. Had it about 2.5 years. Yeah, I got it before we obviously had the babies. Obviously, because I had catch a little Fiesta before, so I thought, oh, I need something a bit more kind of reliable. It was an old car, but so yeah, had it about 2.5 years. But since the babies have been born, because it's like a plug-in hybrid, the boot is so small, so we just about managed to squeeze the prams in, but not a lot else. So yeah, I'm going to change it next year because it's on the PCPs. So yeah, just considering. I was looking at bigger SUVs for a while, so really for ages liked the Volvo XC40, you know, they're like their smallest SUV one. But I don't know, just recently I've just kind of been going off the SUVs and not really kind of fancying much of them. Obviously I'd love like, you know, your big XC90 or something like that, but that's way out of my budget. So yeah, so I'm thinking about an estate actually, which I know is very dad car of me, but some of them do look pretty smart. So if I had the money, I would go for the A5 Avant, which is basically the new version of the A4 Avant. It's just to change the way they name them. And I think it just looks so smart when you look at the videos, but I think it only came out last year. So I'm being Audi as well. I think it's going to be a little bit out of my price range and probably a bit irresponsible to spend a lot of my salary on something like that a month. So yeah, just kind of looking at other options. Probably look at an older kind of A4 Avant. There's quite a lot of deals to be had on those, I think now. Obviously been going a few years, could be really useful. But I've got a hire car since being here, and I think they kind of upgraded me without paying for it, which is great. So they gave me like it's a Ford Focus estate. And do you know what, it's really nice. Boot's massive, it's just so useful. Our little prams that we've got, you put them in the boot and it just fills. There's just still tons and tons of space, whereas I'll put it in my car and that's pretty much the boot full. So I'm edging towards an estate car. But yeah, if you're watching this and you want to comment, let me know what you think, if you've got any other suggestions. The Focus is nice actually. I used to have one, an old Focus, not estate, and then I had the Fiesta. So I've had Fords before. The only thing that puts me off is I've had a look, and most of them are the EcoBoost, you know, the 1 litre, which is fine. I had it in the Fiesta, but in an estate car, I'm just not too sure whether that'll be right or not, really. Is it going to be not powerful enough? I think the older versions of the EcoBoost 1 litre used to have problems, but from what I hear, I never had any issues with the Fiesta, but I'm just not sure I have enough power. And then you look at the bigger engine versions and they're getting towards the price of an Audi, really, because of the ST lines and stuff. Not line, just ST. So yeah, so that's the only thing that puts me off. This is a diesel, but I'm not going to get a diesel in the UK now. So yeah, if you've got any other suggestions, yeah, put them in there. Obviously the BMW 3 Series, yeah, Touring, stuff like that. But if you've got any more kind of affordable options that you think may be of interest, yeah, let me know. See some of the woods there. Looks good, doesn't it? Yeah, equally, I'm probably not going to bother with a plug-in hybrid, to be honest. I think it's really good, like, if you live in a house and you can put your own charger in, so you own your own house, and you can do that. If I had that going for me, I could literally just charge it, use the electric to work and back. I'd charge it at work, so and come back, and it'd be fine. But because to live in a flat, you're having to use public chargers. And to be honest, they're just it's just the same price as filling up with petrol. So I've kind of stopped bothering charging it, in all honesty. So I don't think I'll bother with a plug-in hybrid, to be honest, for the minute. Full electric could be tempted because, yeah, like I say, it's the same price using the public chargers as it is to fill up in petrol. So it's not going to cost me any more money. At least it'll be future-proofed if I ever do move somewhere with my own charger to use my own electricity. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, you can see now the woods. Looks good, doesn't it? Hopefully, no one's going to come out and attack me. They shouldn't do. It's still relatively light. And like I said, I did do that boxing in February, so let them try. No, I didn't pass the last one round really. Yeah, it's really tough. No excuses, but I was fighting somebody who was, I think he's 6'5", so, and I'm 5'10", so yeah, no excuse, because you know, you do see those sort of matchups, but yeah, just couldn't get near him. Didn't even, yeah, land a good punch, but that is what it is. But yeah, good experience. I'd recommend it actually, the ultra white collar boxing, if anyone wants to kind of do something a bit out of the comfort zone. I was like very sleep deprived at the time because we were just having the babies, and probably was the worst time to do it, particularly for my wife, who, when I was off training some evenings, I was left on her own. So yeah, not the best husband work there, but we live and we learn. But yeah, the training really good. Really enjoyed the sparring actually, you know, like boxing each other at like 50%. Even I did some more intense stuff occasionally at like 70%, 80%, and still, yeah, I enjoyed that. But yeah, when you get in there and someone hits you as hard as they can, it's a big difference, let's put it that way. But yeah, I would have liked to have given a better account of myself, but you know, it is what it is. You've just got to accept it. And like I was saying to you earlier, my initial plan was, you know, let's lose a bit of weight, get my fitness up and do it again next year. But you know what, when I thought about it, I don't think it's for me. The training, yeah, I'd like to join a boxing gym and do sparring and stuff again and training, but yeah, I don't think it's for me, the actual matchups. But yeah, never say never. But yeah, because I think about it, I thought, you know, I was about 105 kilos then. The lad I was fighting, although big, massive and tall and athletic, was about same weight, which is why we were paired. Equally, I look at the lads that were heavier and I'm like, no, they would have beat me too. And then I look at the lads in the weight range I'm trying to get to, which, you know, 90 kilos. So the lads that were like the late 80 kilos, all of them would have battered me as well. So maybe I won't do it, but we will give it some more thought as the fitness improves. Who knows, we're doing this rucking. Maybe I'll become an elite athletic machine. And no, probably not. I like my beer and stuff too much, but yeah, we live and learn. Anyway, I will show you a bit more woodland scenery and think of some more topics to discuss. See you in a bit. You see it in the background. And this is what I hope, if I get into doing this rucking, obviously this is the first video, I hope to just visit some amazing places like this. Hopefully there's loads of these places in Woking, but we'll see. Maybe we'll head up to Slough or Reading. But as you can see, we're on a bit more of a open road now. Oh, the fire. Cool. I'll show you one of the fire pits actually. Cool, isn't it? Yeah, nice little campsite by the lake. I imagine some people come with their boats and stuff as well and go through. I am hoping myself to do a bit of kayaking while I'm here, so yeah, fingers crossed. Maybe I'll post a bit of the kayak journey on this channel, I don't know. I'd have to wear a rucksack, wouldn't I, with my weights in for rucking. No, I think it's good. Wow, right. That's what it's about, innit? This is the best bits of exercise. Not just running on a treadmill or, you know, Right, we best take a bit of a move on now because we're, oh, it's just so good though, it's just so nice. Probably boring you all by saying that, but I hope everyone's enjoying some of the woodland shots and the lake. Aren't I? Right, I think the next bit really is just, you'll see in a second there, I'm going to switch the camera off, but it's just a bit of a narrow kind of woodland area. So I'm probably going to get, I'm in shorts, so if you can see, yeah. So I'm probably going to get absolutely bitten to pieces before I go home. But I'm going to put the camera away and just get the flashlight on because it's literally just a dark bit of wood. So there's not much for you to see. But yeah, hopefully, like I said, if you've enjoyed this video, and I do intend to do more, that's why I've created a separate channel for it, because it's going to fit a lot of my boxes. I want to do more walking. I'm trying to lose a bit of weight and do some good exercise. And I've always liked the idea of testing myself by making it harder. So a backpack full of weights, weighted vest, whatever it is, we'll do a lot of these. So yeah, if you've enjoyed it, you want to see more of this content, give me a like and give me a follow and share it with all of your other friends if you're into this thing. Right, thank you very much, and I will see you all on the next video. Bye bye.